back to another episode of Stitch Method on the Road. Today we're going to be talking about how to practice chord tone soloing so that you can do it more and more often and get comfortable with it. A lot of people who watch this channel understand the ideas that I present, and I present a lot of ideas about chord tone soloing, but still just being able to practice it and play it with confidence is something that you always want to do so that in real time you can do it and understand how to get there perfectly. With that being said, make sure you share and subscribe, and we'll get right down to it. What I'm going to do right now is reminiscent on one of my practice sessions for my huge 2-hour free caged masterclass. So if you like this lesson and haven't seen that, check that out. Alright, so what we're going to do is I have a very easy backing track just with G, C, and D, and a bonus chord you'll see. And we're going to use the G major pentatonic. As a matter of fact, we're going to use the one right up here. Got some distortion on this puppy. Alright, and so for the G, C, and D part, we're going to solo with our G major pentatonic. But at the end of the progression, I throw in a B flat major. And what we're going to do when that B flat major comes, we're going to learn how to highlight the chord tones of that B flat major chord. So we'll start off with the C shape right here. The RV's bouncing around, right? We'll start with a C shape B flat chord, which is right here. I want to show you what it sounds like. It's going to sound really good, but when we have this rogue chord that's not in our key or that is not in the usual progression, we can practice highlighting the chord tones and learn how to target. So let me show you what it sounds like when I play the G major pentatonic, and then when the B flat comes, highlight some B flat chord tones, and then we'll learn how to practice this stuff. Here we go. Little brief example, but you can hear how much color you have to offer when you kind of jump out and highlight those chord tones. So how do we do this? Well, very simply, alright, like I showed you, we have our G major pentatonic, and the best way to practice is to retain a central pentatonic that you're going to be working with. Up here on that 12th fret is the best one. And what we want to do is we actually want to we're going to go this way. We want to try and find the B flat arpeggio that's closest and then come back to soloing. And then after you do that, you want to find the next B flat arpeggio that's a little bit further away, and then come back to your central pentatonic. And then when the B flat comes again, you want to find the B flat that's even further away and come back to your central pentatonic. And then get your B flat that's right here, that's the furthest away here. And so what you're trying to do is kind of go further and further and further with your chord tones while trying to get back to your central pentatonic. So again, we have the G major pentatonic on the 12th fret. And on the example, I started with the closest B flat arpeggio, which is the C shape right here, 13, 12, 10, 11, 12, and up here in 13, a little bonus arpeggio. Right? Now again, the free 2-hour caged masterclass has all this stuff, alright? Alright, and so the next one that connects to this, well, this is my C shape. Well, connecting backwards is my D shape here. And you can do any which ones you want. The full arpeggio, or you can just do the ones you see in the chord. But you also want to buy yourself time by not just going and waiting for it to be over. You want to make music out of it. And then get back in. So let me see if I can do the C-shaped to the D-shaped. Again, I'm going to show you the progression. I'll shout it out. Actually, I'll probably put it up on the screen. And when it comes to B flat, go to the first B flat. Come back to my pentatonic. When it goes to the B flat, go to my second one. Get further away and practice getting further away. So let's see what that sounds like. Here we go. So you can see I got further away, and I had to get back to my pentatonic. The next arpeggio that connects to this D shape is, of course, this E shape here. And you have all these arpeggios. And the great way to practice this is, again, G major pentatonic, B flat arpeggio, G major pentatonic, B flat arpeggio, G major pentatonic, B flat arpeggio. And again, if you want to practice this with different chord progressions and different ideas, check me out on Patreon, where I make practice sessions for every YouTube video I release. All right, so let's see if I can get to the C shape, to the D shape, down to the E shaped arpeggio. Let's see if I can do it. Here we go. Alright, so there you go. Of course there's going to be flubs. I'm in an RV that's bouncing around, and I stitch, okay? I mess up. Alright, so, and you want to keep on doing that. And then you want to say, okay, where's my B flat that connects to this? Okay, well, it's my G shape down here, and then my A shape. And you want to play this game of practicing, staying in a central pentatonic, moving further away, back to pentatonic, even further away, back to a pentatonic, and even further away. It keeps your awareness like heightened, and so please practice this. Now, the chord progression, just in case you didn't catch it, if you want to make a loop of it, is G, C, G, G, D, G, G, C, G, B flat. And it starts again. That's the loop I'm playing with. So I want you to practice this, and the more you do it, the more you get comfortable, of course, with playing in a pentatonic, and then targeting your chord tones come back. This is a video about how to practice it. So let me know in the comments if that made sense. Come up with your own chord progressions. The best way to do it is to write something in a key and then find that rogue chord that doesn't really fit in the key, but sounds good, and then get to those chord tones. If you want to experience that, that's what my Patreon is for, to help you practice and even design that stuff. All right, I'll stop talking. A short lesson, but this is how you practice chord tone soloing. Rock and roll. Bye-bye.